Guys, Half-Life 2. I really don't need that intro because Valve already perfected it for every video. Just say Half-Life. And you get yourself set. Half-Life 2 is my favorite FPS game I played on a computer. Not you, Counter-Strike. If you somehow have a revolver or a double-barreled shotgun in your game, I might talk about it later. Well, I will be damned. Well, one day, Counter-Strike. One day. But back to Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is revolutionary and one of the games you should play. Reason? It has a physics engine that still holds up to this day. And even a gun to work with the physics engine called the gravity gun. But we won't talk about the gravity gun today. No, we will talk about the .357 Magnum. My name is Evil Troy and I review the .357 Magnum, aka the revolver. We will review the stats, feeling and usability, design, sounds, and how does it work in the multiplayer. But before, we will talk about the history of the game. So Half-Life 2 got released 20 years ago and it came with a high praise. The game uses the new Source engine which is used by today. Yes, this game uses a heavily modified engine. The Source engine revolutionizes physics in the game and one of the selling points was the gravity gun. And yes, the gun is iconic of all of gaming. To be honest, Half-Life 2 is one of the keystones of gaming, next to Doom, Quake and of course Half-Life 1. Also, there is a lot of history about the game, like Half-Life 2 was almost done until someone hacked the Valve servers and leaked the game, and because of that leak the results out of it people were not happy, and Valve changed 90% of it. In short, after extremely rocky development, they finally released it, but who are you? And what is the story of the game? So you're playing as Gordon Freeman, the most silent guy ever that fucked up Black Mesa. You are awake from a cryosleep in a different dimension and got orders from G-Man.
So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
And the moment you wake up, you notice Earth is completely different. There are now a species called the Combine, a humanoid species that took Earth in 7 hours. And the moment you leave the train, you're in City 17, one of the cities that are still operational. And during your visit in City 17, you met some allies from Half-Life 1 and you tried to escape through portals which failed and the Combine is after you. So you take root canals to escape from the Combine and during your escape you will find the Magnum. The Magnum is the second and last of the pistol class weapons that you will find. And just like the shotgun reviews, we have a graph for the revolver. So the .357 Magnum is first found in the chapter Water Hazard. It will be in one of the mandatory buildings you need to go in, and looking at the building it looks like some kind of warehouse. So the moment you enter the warehouse you see the beauty of the revolver laying on the table, and the moment you take it you will use it immediately to the Combine who opens the door in front of you. So the .357 Magnum does 75 damage and a whole 225 damage on the head. The base damage can one tap a Metro Cop and 2 shots to kill every other humanoid enemy, even the zombies except the poison zombies. The fire rate is a little slow, but the range is good. The gun is made for all ranges, from point blank range to extremely far range. The Magnum has a 6 round cylinder and the max ammo count of 18, 6 in the chamber and 12 in reserve. This is not a lot and is not helping that revolver ammo is really scarce to find. There's only one pickup that is a yellow small box and one of those boxes only gives you 6 bullets. I will give this weapon an 8 out of 10 in stats. This weapon stats symbolizes a good hand cannon. The feeling of this weapon is a feeling of absolute power. With every mouse clip you do, you just feel a moment of absolute power. And the sounds from it really makes you a beast. The damage and fire rate even confirms that this weapon is a beast. Like there's so many reasons to call this a beast and give you a power of fantasy. I just made a montage out of it just to show you how powerful this weapon is. And the usability? Well, it's a beast, but it has its limits. 18 bullets is not a lot to main this weapon, but this weapon is a perfect plan B weapon. A weapon that you can use when shit hits the fan, or you're just low on health and just need that edge in firepower. And even though this is a plan B weapon in Half-Life 2, you can find ammo by searching through Lambda caches, so you can refill your plan B weapon from time to time. This weapon gets a 9 out of 10 in feeling and usability. This weapon gives you the feeling of absolute power, and even better compared to other weapons in this game. That also speaks volume. It knows its role in the game and is a perfect plan B weapon. Well, let's first talk about the first person model that I really love. The model looks really detailed, which in game is absolute the best detail weapon. It even have a unique hand grip, which, to be honest, it looks comfy. Also, this weapon has iron sights, which is funny enough you will never use it. And the cylinder, it looks really good. And I love the added detail of seeing parts of the bullets. It really gives you an idea how powerful the cartridge is. Also, the barrel looks really good. Maybe too wide for a .357 round. Actually, let me check it out. Okay, so I found multiple things. So this weapon is closely compared to the Colt Anaconda. And not that Anaconda, you know which one I mean. But the barrel looks really like a Colt Anaconda. But here's the funny part. The Colt Anaconda is a .44 revolver, which this revolver is a .357 Magnum. So the barrel is too big for a .357 round. But enough about that, let's look to the third person model. Okay, what the fuck is this? Why is it this low polyed? Okay, you probably don't see it close range, or only when you grab it almost. But damn, this is just a joke. It's only 1/4 of the main pistol. Like, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but really, this looks like an alpha version. I just forgot about it last second. But yeah, enough about that abomination. Let's talk about the animations before I throw up. So the animations, well, it's mixed. So when shooting the gun, it gives a powerful recoil, which is really nice. But if you look closely towards the recoil, that's the only thing. The cylinder doesn't rotate and the hammer of the revolver doesn't move. So it's more the illusion of an extremely well working gun. Also the reload animations, well, it has a no sound feeling on it. But the bullets that goes out locks correctly, but it locks the same bullets that goes back into the magazine, which looks mixed. I will give it a 6 out of 10. The model looks really good, but having different kind of revolver as design, plus the third person model looks like shit, and the animations being mixed, makes this gun really just above average. So the sounds are really superb. Every shot sounds like an extremely big hand cannon, and the silence between shots really let you think about what you just shoot, and even the reloads confirms it. The moment you reload, you hear the casings fall out of the cylinder, and that sound gives you a really small dopamine rush. I will give it a 9 out of 10 in sounds. These sounds are crucial for this weapon and fully delivers towards it. So in the multiplayer, this weapon is really good. It has a risk/reward in a sense of if you miss it, you have a lot of trouble. But the moment you hit someone, it will hurt. Like I said in the stats, the damage does 75 on the body shots and 225 on headshots. I wonder if it's an int kill on full armor. That was just perfect. And now we're testing 100 suit. Let's see, can you survive it? So during the recording, no girlfriend has been injured, but back to the revolver. So this weapon is good, but can be overshadowed by the crossbow, rocket launcher and the iconic gravity gun. So yeah, that was the .357 Magnum. In my opinion, one of the most iconic revolvers in video game history. And I will give it a 9 out of 10. So next time we will go back to one of the first games that has a revolver. The game in question? Outlaws. See you guys then.